chair meetings and say only a few words. So this is going to be
Esfandiari. If you were to draw one conclusion.
I should also say that prison, being prison, is never pleasant. But I was not physically mistreated, and I never feared that I would be mistreated physically. And within the confines of prison and prison rules, my jailers made accommodation that made life tolerable while I was dreaming each day of freedom.
The letters that were exchanged on your behalf with the Supreme Leader of Iran, whether you were surprised that it...
After several months of exchanges with my interrogators, it became clear to me that elements in Iran's intelligence ministry believe what they have said publicly, namely that the US government entangled in Iraq and elsewhere no longer contemplates a military attack on Iran, and that they aim at a velvet revolution in Iran like the ones in Georgia and the Ukraine. And the instruments for this goal are think tanks and foundations.
Scholarly centers, NGOs, think tanks, and international non-state.
I remember at one stage, and this was outside prison, the guy who was questioning me raised his voice, and I turned around and I said, "Don't you ever raise your voice." And that was it, really. But I was really always very polite with them, and as a result, they were very polite with me. So it wasn't that guy. And in prison, you know, they would always say, "Well, we have questioned you for 2 hours. If you are tired, would you like to go back to your room?" And I wanted to get it over. I would say, "No, please continue."
This whole experience for you?
I don't know, and I don't want to say. Whenever we would finish, I would ask them, "When would I see you again?" And they would say, let's say, in 3 days' time. And if they couldn't make it, they would always send a message for me. "Tell her we are not coming today," or something like that. The Q&A was always done in writing, you know, so they would put their questions in writing. I would put my answers in writing. So, of course, this dragged out a bit longer.